Now, you spoke to Patricia, also from the Gerbil tribe, and you asked her what she thought of the voice. What did she say?
Well, I mean, she was very upset. They feel like it's a cruel trick, and that was her words, a cruel trick that is being played on them. But they are hoping to raise the money to actually go and speak to Tanya Plibersek. And I really have some hope. I remember watching Tanya Plibersek on your program, Alan, and she has the opportunity, like Graham Richardson, to step in and I think, maybe I really hope that she will do that.
So do I, and I'll be speaking to her. Now look, but over and above all this, do they know that the developers of this massive wind farm don't need to listen to Georgina or Patricia, because the Chulumban forest is governed by the Native Title Act and an Indigenous Land Use Agreement controlled by the body corporate, and that's the Wabubada Aboriginal Corporation. And am I right in saying, because you've alluded to this, it's done a deal with this Aboriginal corporation with the developer Arc Energy, which is a subsidiary of Korea Zinc, and the state government is in this. So, simply put, Rebecca, is this for money? And who gets the money?
Well, I mean, it's just crazy because, of course, the only way that wind turbines anywhere in this country get built is with massive cross-subsidisation. They do not generate enough energy to be profitable without enormous subsidies. And the winds in Queensland, the best wind in Australia is off the southern coast, going down towards the roaring 40s and the roaring 50s. So up in Queensland, there's wind turbines nearby at Mount Emerald. 2 months of the year, there's no energy generated at all. And another 2 months of the year, it's a mere, it's a tiny fraction, 1% of the nameplate capacity.
That's it. See, and Albo says, we're consulting and we're talking. Didn't Patricia and Georgina and these people say there's no consultation with them at all? And under a special planning law for wind farms, listen to this, passed by the Queensland government, called State Code 23, there are minimal requirements to consult with anybody. So things like environmental impact statements, they don't apply. And as you said, Rebecca, non-Indigenous as well as Indigenous are opposed, but am I right in saying the non-Indigenous have no clout when it comes to any of this land under native title?
Well, that's right. I mean, all of a sudden, these areas can have enormous significance, of course, to people who just love to spend time in nature, to observe birds, to observe wildlife and so forth. That's incredibly meaningful for all Australians. And yet we see parts of the country where we're being told that, this is sacred only to one group. Now, I think that's very divisive and unfair.
And are these, just get this right, so there is an Indigenous corporation which would have done a deal with the wind turbine developer, but that Indigenous corporation has made no contact with other Indigenous inhabitants.